Hi everyone and welcome to Bad Car Symptoms. If you're having problems with your starter, one common reason may be the starter solenoid. The solenoid is essentially a huge relay that looks like a cylinder that's located on top of the starter. Its task is to engage the starter with the flywheel, turn the starter on, and save your ignition switch from burning out at the same time. So, a very crucial part, and here's how to recognize when it starts going bad.
Bad car symptoms.
A clicking sound. The first and most common symptom of a bad starter solenoid is a distinct clicking sound when you turn the ignition key to crank. So all you hear is just clicking and there is no cranking. When the problem is just beginning, the starter may click once and after that crank normally for several times. Later, as the problem gets worse, it clicks a couple of times and then starts. The cause of this is usually bad copper contacts that are inside the solenoid or a bad wire connection to the starter. Slow cranking. Next, you may notice slower cranking than usual. The turnover is weak and it much resembles a weak battery problem in this phase. Here, the common causes are the copper contacts, but also a damaged coil within the solenoid. No cranking at all. What may also happen is that there is no cranking at all. So you turn the ignition key and nothing happens. It's almost the same as when the starter has bad brushes. With the symptom, the car may suddenly start cranking again after a couple of turns of the ignition key. The reason is a damaged or severed wire within the solenoid coil or a bad wiring connection to the starter. The starter works randomly. A solenoid problem causes the starter to work randomly. For instance, one week the starter works fine, there is no problems, but the next week some of the previously mentioned symptoms may occur. As the problem gets worse, the intervals when the starter actually works will get shorter and shorter, and this is the red line to make a check and fix the issue unless you don't want to get stranded. Smell of burning wire. Finally, the most dramatic but rare symptom is a smell of burnt wire coming from the starter. The smell comes from the copper coil and contacts within the solenoid being severely damaged from heat or very rarely a short circuit. The most common reason for this is either previous very heavy cranking or neglecting this problem and using a bad solenoid for a longer period of time. In the end, know that a bad solenoid problem can mimic various other starter problems like bad brushes, bushings, a bad rotor, and others. Make sure to make a good diagnosis before buying the parts and making the repair. Also, always check the car's wiring installation and contacts that lead to the starter solenoid to ensure that they are clean and tightened. This is a common cause of problems, and overseeing this can also lead you to buy a new solenoid for nothing. So that's it for this time. We hope the video helps. Please like and subscribe. It's a huge help for what we're doing. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.